Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new on this space, welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't think I've properly introduced myself. My name is Itunu Ojeni. I'm a fashion designer. That was before I left Nigeria though. And this is my husband, my guest for today, my darling husband. Hello Ojeni. Babe, say hi to them.
Hey guys, how are you?
Okay. I don't want to beat around the bush. We'll be talking about our PR story, the journey, how we met, the timeline. So I think that's what we'll just be discussing on today. I hope you guys sit, watch, stay tuned and enjoy, and most especially don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Alright guys, here's a brief update on how we met. We met sometime in 2019, early 2019. We started dating officially around middle of 2019, and later in 2019 as well. My processing, which I had already started before I met her, was brought to light. After that, we got engaged after a year. Sometime later after that year, I had to travel. I traveled first, came to Canada, came back home, and we got married. After getting married, I went back to Canada and we had to start the spousal sponsorship.
Yeah, we got married in May, but we did not submit the application like almost immediately because I had to start gathering documents and all of that also, which took a while. Like me going back to my secondary school to go and get my junior secondary school certificate. So that was like one of the things that actually delayed. That one took me like a month or two before I could finally get it. Then in October, we officially submitted the application. I remember it was on one of my friend's birthday, Ifoma. It was on our birthday we submitted the application.
Well, before that, my love.
Okay.
One thing I would like to tell you guys, or anybody trying to do this, before you start, you really have to read and understand what was going on. Before we submitted in October, after arriving in May, the entire 4 months between was about reading and understanding what they're asking for. Watch a lot of YouTube videos and ask questions when you don't understand. So before submitting, we had to gather all the documents like she said, and over my end, I had to keep on reviewing the documents and ensuring that everything was being written in the right place. I have several notes I'll share with you later, but we had to actually study it properly so that we take one shot and we get it right.
Because once you submit and your application is incomplete, you are going to start from the very beginning again. So we didn't want that. So we had to just take our time to, fill the necessary documents and submit it. In my case, we did not use any agent, but in his case, he used a licensed agent. Moving on to the list of the documents we had to provide for this application. Number one is
Well, before we start, my dear,
okay.
We need to explain to them, when you are gathering your documents, there's something you have to understand. There are about 9 major categories of documents you have to gather. So we'll be explaining them in specific order. First and foremost, we'll start with the online forms. How many online forms do we have?
5 online forms.
So we have the generic application form. We have the additional family information. We have the Schedule A background declaration. We have the supplementary information, and we have the declaration. These 5 online forms are things you're going to be filling online. So they're going to be filled and processed on the portal itself, the Canadian portal itself. We'll let you know about the links later on. What's next, my dear?
And we also have PDF forms, which is number 2 on the list. Okay, so there are 3 major PDF forms you'd submit, which is application to sponsor, relationship information, and document checklists.
Guys, it's advisable you print it out, then you fill it first before you start. That's what we did over here. We printed it out first before we started filling it online. So you print it out, fill it with a pen, make all the errors you need to make, write all the questions you need to write, and confirm everything at least 3 times before you even complete the application. Okay, so we also have the major part as well, which is the application fees, which is the 3rd category. That application fees, we are meant to submit application fees for 4 major items, and you are going to submit. It's advisable to submit everything with 1 receipt. That means the entire cost, just pay for it all at once and have 1 receipt. That's convenient enough for the processing centers. The 4 fees we have are the sponsorship fees, the application fees, the biometric fees, and the right of PR fees. So if you can gather the amount together and submit it, how much was it, my dear?
1,165 Canadian dollars.
In total.
So that was what we paid for spousal sponsorship.
Yeah. So we also have the 4th category, which is just the use of rep. This use of representative, it's the same category the agent will have to fill if you are using an agent. But if you are doing it as the husband, you are the representative for your wife in Canada. You fill it on behalf of her. You'll be the representative for your wife or the spouse, whichever spouse is coming into the country.
Okay.
So we have the 5th category as well, which are the physical documents you're meant to have. My dear, can you read the documents out?
So under the 5th document, we have PR card, which is for the sponsor, right?
Yes.
For the sponsor, the PR card, confirmation of permanent residence, letter of employment, pay stubs, I think for work or something,
Yes.
right? Okay, I think you can explain more on that or whatever.
Yeah, and also the tax notice. So for the PR card, if you have the PR card, you can use the PR card. If you have the COPR, that's the confirmation of PR, you can use it. Man, I just sent everything so that they don't stress me and they don't say they were missing any items. So you have to get the letter of employment from wherever you work, and also pay stubs at least 3 months or so for each place you work, or 6 months if you worked in one place, depending on how long you've worked though. Then you also have the 6th category, the physical documents for the applicant. The physical document involves the applicant's international passport, the birth certificate, the NIN slip, the police certificate and clearance, the passport photograph, and also IELTS results.
I don't think it's compulsory, is it?
It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory, but because I wrote IELTS, because I remember I wanted to go through school, and so I wrote IELTS Academy, so I just added it to the application. So it's not like it's compulsory or something.
Well,
if you have it, you might as well just add it.
The 7th category is the marriage certificate. You have to have that and submit that alongside your documents. Then the 8th category itself is the proof of relationship to sponsor. That is the applicant's proof of relationship to the sponsor. We have about 7 items under that. We have letters and birthday cards. We have text messages. We have WhatsApp messages. We have Instagram messages. We have board passes, that's flights to visit. We also have the sponsor's passports showing entry and exit from Canada to go see the spouse. Then we have financial receipts showing that money transactions have been sent between parties, from the applicant to the sponsor, or from the sponsor to the applicant. This entire thing is just to prove that it's not a sham. You have actually communicated, and the marriage is actually genuine. And for the 9th one is what I'd like you to take this on, my dear.
So the 9th one is our photos together, which involves our wedding photos, the court wedding, which is going to the registry, then the trad wedding, even if it's white wedding, your wedding pictures actually, then couples outings. If you have gone on dates, several dates, and you have pictures, that's good for you. And if you are the type that usually go on dates and always cover your guy's face, that's not good. So start taking pictures. If you know you want to go through this route, take excess pictures. So we have the couples outing pictures, and
we also have the well wishes and comments by your friends on Instagram. Just screenshot some of the well wishes.
Yeah, if you notice on my IG page, you notice that our wedding picture is on my IG page, you will see the comments and all of that. You will need all of that also for the application actually. So these are the major 9 categories
Of document
checklist you need to submit for the spousal application, so you guys can just like go through it and understand what the whole application is all about.
And you also have to follow up on the Canadian website, the official Canadian website itself. It's always updating sometimes. So follow it up and find out if there are any new documents required or anyone that they've deemed unnecessary. So just keep on following the website and confirm the information is needed.
Yeah. Let's go back to the topic of when we actually like submitted my spousal application sponsorship. So we submitted on October 13th, like I said, and when we finally did, there was premium silence. Like, babe, we did not hear anything from IRCC till like first week of December, right? We head back first week of December, and the first thing you receive is AOR, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Luckily for me, my AOR came with biometrics. That was December 4th. Then the following day, which was December 5th, his own eligibility to sponsor came in also, and December 15th I had to go for my biometrics. I did my biometrics and it got updated on
your portal.
Yeah, on my portal. Yeah, I even need to mention this before any other thing, because since we did this ourselves, I opened like a PR portal where I was monitoring my application. There are actually 2 major places where you can like check your application regularly, which is your status tracker and your PR portal. So when my biometrics got updated, I checked my portal to find out. After my biometrics, I checked my portal. I was checking regularly just to see any updates, and finally December 27th my biometrics was updated and we had to wait again for the next steps. And you know, waiting can be very, very hard. Let me not lie, like it can be very, very hard, and it's actually like really like puts strains on our relationship, because sometimes I'll call and be like, go to the MP's office, go to I don't even need to enter that yet or something. So
Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. It's not easy, man, guys. It's not easy. This thing it took about 3 people to get this work at least. That was God and ourselves and also our family members. So several people were involved in making this happen, and it was not an easy experience. You have to be really patient. They don't guarantee anything. It's just a stage by stage process. So every time the ball is in your court, you are asked to do something. Ensure you do it properly. Make your research and make sure you're submitting the right documents, so you don't have to repeat the process, and do it quickly as well, so you keep on saving time. And also, when they tell you they're going to reach out to you, they will reach out to you no matter how long it takes. On the website, they give estimates on how long the entire processing takes. So set your estimate with that, and do not just get anxious. Anytime you're anxious, just pray about it and take it to your higher power.
So thank you for that. So after my biometrics, I had to wait for like almost 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Almost 3 months before I got medical. I was like, from December till March, that was when I got medicals. I went for medicals, I think 3 or 2 days after. The mail came in March 13th, but I saw it March 14th. So I had to just quickly book for medicals, and I paid the sum of 85,000 naira or something, Abi? Or close to that.
Yeah.
No, I think 87,000 naira. I'll check and just put it on the screen for you guys to see. I had to book with the one at Ikeja. I normally check my status trackers just to see any updates. My medicals was updated the 2 days after, so which says completed. That means I passed my medicals, obviously. So after my medicals, I had to wait again. God, like oh my God, like if you are not patient, if you are not patient, Canada will teach you some levels of patience, because
so after she finished her medicals, all we kept on saying was in process, and we kept on seeing the background.
My eligibility and my background updated to in progress after my medicals. So I had to wait again. I think we waited for like 2 months again. So I had to wait for like 2 months again before I finally got our services, because after your pre-arrival services, we all know that the next thing is passport request. I got my pre-arrival services May 24th, and 4 days after, which was May 28th, I got my passport request. Almost immediately I had to book an appointment, because for your passport submission you have to also book an appointment with VFS Lagos. And for my case, I did not pay anything because I did not use any of their services for dispatch and all of that. So I went there myself and I submitted, and I didn't have to pay for anything. I submitted my passport May 30th, and that was when another waiting started. But you know that after submission, obviously it's for them to give you your visa and you land in Canada. So I had to wait for 3 to 4 weeks before I finally got my passport back. And after getting my passport back, I remember getting my passport back June 30th. I was so happy. I was really happy, honestly. But if you look at the timeline, it took us actually 7 months for the whole application process, from October till when I got my passport request. So everything from the beginning of the application to my landing in Canada took 9 months. But everything from the beginning of my application to getting my passport back to 8 months. So I think, guys, that's the whole talk about my my spousal sponsorship.
So once again, guys, don't forget, all your documents have to be correct. They have to be genuine. Do not skip any process. Check it over again. There's no, I checked it yesterday. You may have to check it one more time. And after you check it, take it to about 2 or 3 trusted people qualified to be able to check your documents, and let them give you their opinions. Anything you're lacking, if you don't understand it, watch a lot of YouTube videos. You'll find what you need there. And just to clarify, it's the same process you're going to do that whatever agent is going to do for you as well too. So if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. If you're not capable of following it up yourself, get a licensed agent and let the person help you out.
So guys, that will be all for this video. So if you have any question, don't forget to drop it in the comment section so I can tend to any question you guys have. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this space. And if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.